Boom, bam, 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 bam. Yay, video time. How's it going, guys? Topic for today's video, how to work at a job that you hate. So say right now you have a job, you just dread going to it, right? You're just like, every day you wake up in the morning and you're just like, I don't want to go to this job. Like I don't even care about what's going on there. I just don't care, but with my current life circumstance, I have to go, I have to work, I have to pay my bills, all that kind of stuff. How to work at this job. How can you make this job the most beneficial thing ever, right? So right now, just this is kind of relative to what I'm doing right now. So I have this dream, this vision of building this tiny house, right? Big vision, small tiny house though. And it's going to require a significant amount of money, right? And I figure, you know what, I have to get a job, right? And with my education and what I've done over the past years, I can't go out and get a really high paying job that would pay for my tiny house in a year of work or whatever, right? Or in 6 months of work. I have to work at a job that's a little bit more mundane, something that I'm not super passionate about. So how can I make this job the best thing ever? What I notice when I work very tedious jobs is that I have very little control of my thoughts. So my thoughts might be jumping from this, they might be jumping to, past relationships, they might jump to, an argument with somebody. What I realize is that I have no control over my thoughts. And one of the biggest things in self-development is you become what you think about. So when I think about going to my job now, instead of thinking how it is how it's like a burden on my life and I don't really like it and I'm just angry going there, I start to think, how can I make this the best thing ever by learning how to control my thoughts? Now, the easiest and simplest way to do this is something that I've kind of maybe brushed upon in other videos. So there's this great book that is called Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It. And one of the prime instructions in the book is to focus on one single thought and to repeat that thought in your mind for a prolonged period of time. So if you keep thinking the same thought over and over and over again, you're going to habitually start to think that. And if you invoke some emotion with it, then it's going to really cut a really deep groove into your mind, and it's going to be much easier for your mind to keep repeating that thought over and over and over again. So if you're thinking to yourself that you hate your job, you hate this, blah, 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 and you're focusing on all these really negative thoughts that aren't making you feel good, how about we focus on one single thought each and every day that we're at work? Now, for example, right now, what I'm doing for the next 30, 60, 190, whatever days is I'm going to focus on the thought, I love myself. So every time that I'm at work, when I remember to do it, I will keep thinking, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, over and over and over again. And then I start to feel it. So when I'm going to work, instead of me being really pissed off that I'm going there because I'm doing a job I'm not very crazy passionate about, so instead of thinking that I'm going to a place that I really hate, I've turned it into a place that's almost like a place where I can develop myself, develop my mental discipline, and really improve my life in that kind of way, right? Because if I constantly can focus on thinking about really, really good thoughts, then I'm gonna become what I think about. So this is something that I've noticed that even over the past few days that I've been working, is I've noticed that just by repeating that one affirmation in my head, just the one, over and over and over again, is I feel like I'm having a lot more fun at work. I feel like I'm just lighter when I'm at work. I'm just enjoying myself more. I'm smiling, I'm communicating with others more, I'm talking and joking and having more fun. Just by repeating a simple affirmation in my head over and over and over again. Because when I keep thinking about that affirmation, it makes me feel good. And feeling good is a great thing, right? So this is how you can turn a job that you hate into something that's so much more meaningful. Because one thing that I've noticed is when I'm at my job, I have very little discipline with my mind. But when I'm at home, just sitting around or whatever, it's very easy for me to focus on more positive thoughts and more, just positive things going on in my head. But I've always noticed, going back as far as I can remember, that when I'm at a job, that I don't like, that I'd focus on a lot of negative thoughts. So that's how you can take a job that you hate and turn it into something that is so much more meaningful in your life. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.